My name is RAISINA. I'm a fashion and textile designer. I'm based in Cambodia. I'm here since 15, 16 years now. Time flies. And I'm here in this house, at my couture house in Siem Reap, Cambodia, next to the temples. So here, this floor is the floor where I'm doing my weavings with my team. So we actually, next to the weaving machine, which is something very, very important for my brand, because my brand is all about the textile, all about the fabrics, all about silk. So this is the machine that we use every day to get them. So I wanted to show you a little bit what's happened here, because this is really the core of what RAISINA today in 2016, what is all about my brand. So we're doing here a lot of fabrics. Here we're doing a very specific fabric, and everything is silk. The warp is in silk, the weft is in silk, and so it's very important for my brand to have that the fabric is really made in this house. So we are actually on the fourth floor of the couture house, and this is a place where we're doing all of the fabric that we use for my collection. Because it's really very important for me to get that everything is down in this house from A to Z. That means the treatment of the thread, the transformation of the material. Everything I need from my collection is really made here. They have this knowledge about the weaving, and I also, because everything I've been learning in Paris, actually about everything about the fabric, the textile, the texture. So it's quite fascinating for me to be in Cambodia, because I said being here in this city where we have the most amazing temples in the world, and I also can get my fabric made with my Cambodian team. This is one of the pieces I'm doing for my Parisian shop. That means this going to be in Paris shop very soon, and it's a very specific fabric that we use it for scarves or just for clothes. So it's really like handmade. It's very important for my brand, because I really want to make sure that everything is definitely made by hand. So this is to really show us that everything by handmade is really amazing, because this fabric is the newest pieces that we're gonna have for the fall and winter. That means basically for a Western market. So since I have a shop in Paris, this is going to be at the shop very soon. So this is really specific because it's a combination of a stripe. So we use 4 colors in there. And so, and I'm very happy to see the result, because for me it's like a really krama, which is the main scarf that's used by Cambodian people in this country. So that was my inspiration. But we are in 2016, and I want to make sure that also, the inspiration from the traditional part, but today it's become something very modern. And this is the real result of our research, because we still have the krama in there. The signature of the country is still there, but this is definitely something completely modern today. This is the continuation of the fabric. My own fabric made by my team. Here we are cutting some blazer for the woman, and this is really great because means that piece, when it's down, we can say that everything from A to Z is really made in this house. And I want to make sure about that, because it's very important today to really give to our clients total satisfaction on, product that is definitely handmade, and it has a great value on savoir-faire. And it's not only because it's traditionally made, but it's something really very strong behind this because these women, they've been trained for many years now. They've been working for me almost like 15 years. Like this madame, we are here, she's very strong on patterns. She's doing an amazing pieces on sewing. So they have learned with me, and together we kind of, search the solution to, make the best pieces in this house. So that means what I've learned with my, my trainings in Paris and what they also know. So it's definitely an exchange between their savoir-faire and my savoir-faire. So, and that makes it like today it is absolutely possible to have this kind of, a magic, texture. That's the reason why I've decided to use this name, which is very specific. I could have just called my brand to do haute couture, but this is definitely for Parisian designer because haute couture is definitely in Paris. But here we have something very interesting because it's all about the texture. Yeah, and that is very important because we are creating our own texture, and they are many in this house, and we can use them for different pieces. We can do wedding dresses, we can do evening gowns, we can do something really made to measure for a client. And I think our clients, they are so thrilled to come over to the couture house because we know how to make it possible for them. Yeah, so that is really a very big value for the country and for myself, because for every designer it's a real dream to create a brand. But what makes me today feel great and make me quite proud about it, because I also have the team doing dresses, but they use our own fabric to make them, and that is a very, very, very interesting story. Here is the place where I have another team so talented with crochet, and that is one of the signature that I'm using in my brand. It's once again, it's really very handmade, and I want to make sure that everything is really with details and everything is really perfectly done. And I'm definitely happy to have this talented team in Cambodia and Siem Reap because they know how to make things very precise. And what is amazing about this technique, it looks like a crochet and everybody can do crochet, that's right. But this flower is made here and we spend hours and hours to do them. And then one of the flowers just combined with another one and then so on. So what is amazing about this technique is that we don't need to sewing this anymore. That means there is no seam. This top is made from A to Z by following only the patterns. And actually the pattern is all about the number of the flowers there and how it's flowing, how to to shape it on the body. And so it looks, of course, it looks like a very simple t-shirt. So this is a medium size, 4 days of crochet, and this is really unbelievable. I mean, I feel myself like I'm in Paris, being in this couture house in Siem Reap, because this makes the Parisian brand really well known, because everything is really handmade, very precise, with a very specific technique. So I could just like sketches in my corner without having any dresses, but they are here to make it possible for me. And this is something really like I'm proud about. So this is the way we're doing our collection. So we call it a mood board, where I have some my sketches and where we have samples. And actually, what is fascinating for me to be here is like everything is possible. That is really something very unique. Because they got this, and then it's a lot of question there by saying that how are we gonna make this one? But we do have like a real meeting between what they know, what they are really, very good to, and I'm here to guide them. And so that's the reason why everything is possible. So this crochet flower is really very specific in this house, and this makes the brand very well known. That means if everyone see that top somewhere, it's definitely coming from this house. I say that I'm originally from Madagascar, so this is here. So this is a color that makes me so crazy. You know, I cannot just work with, you know, like the black color and the gray color. I need some vibrant color. So these colors are coming from Indian Ocean, which is Madagascar. We love those colors, so they are vibrant and they make everyone really happy. Because, you know, the green like this, you know, even together, you combine those ones, you can get something really... So I need material, I need flowers, I need thread, I need all of this. And it's almost like, you know, ingredients. You know, I feel myself like I'm cooking here with my team because I need all of those ingredients to make our dresses possible. So it's very important to have the right color to use, to have the right, you know, thread to use, the quality, and also the color, and that is also very important. Look at this. Isn't this fascinating? The turquoise and the blue and all of this is really amazing. Yeah. So these are, most of the time, Australian clients love those colors. Yeah. So we need all of those colors. We need, of course, we need the basic ones, which is the black and the gray and the beige and off-white, but we also need something very colorful. These are for accessories. So we do bags and then we need this. So this is quite amazing, by the way, because this piece, it looks very small, but this, okay, this is 1.5 days to crochet this fillet. But this is going to be a bag at the end of the story. So once again, so this, we're not going to buy this somewhere. They made it possible. Yeah, so it's completely handmade, and this is the real signature of the couture house. So this is one of the pieces, like it's down up there at the weaving place, and this is really magical because, you know, I found out a few years ago the way to make something, you know, like a new thread in the herb. So it's 100% silk, and it's giving a texture, and it's so soft and so delicate, and so I call it the silk fur. And so with this thread, we can do so many things. We can use them for crochet, we can having them for the weaving. That's the reason why here, you know, it's not completely flat, so it has so many textures. That's the reason why the brand is really haute texture, because this is what I'm looking for. And I need this one because this is the real signature of the brand. So, so every single piece is made by my team upstairs. So we do the dyes, we're doing the treatment of the thread, and so the result is quite phenomenal because this is now, it's just waiting for the patterns down, and we can do coats for, you know, my shop in Paris. So this is also something that everyone is now looking for to have for this fall and winter coming. This is one of the newest pieces that I have too. And so somehow I kind of follow this time the color that everyone is looking for the summer 2017. So this is basically for next year. But we have to do samples before and see how is the fabric flowing, how is the treatment that we need for this one. And we, of course, we need to do samples before we actually produce the final production. So it's really different pieces here. It's more about the color combination. So this will make Parisians very, very happy actually, because they are looking for something basic, but I wanted to mix different colors, a real signature for this house. Yeah, like this scarf here. This is one of the last pieces I've done. So I have decided to do like really like limited edition, because that is also works for fashion, and fashion need that something very exclusive. So this scarf is a combination of almost like one story here, another story in the middle, and then the hand here is it's really, it's fresh. So this scarf, this is a sample. So I don't remember exactly the number, but we might do only like 15 pieces. So it's really a collector piece. And this reminds me a lot of André Putman, because when I was a student in Paris, I was fascinated at how she's using the color, black and white, but never really black and white. So that's the reason why I think I've done this scarf, and I've decided to call this series André Putman scarf, because this is really fascinating to me, this black and white. So here we are in the shop at the couture house. So this is the place where I have actually different pieces like we've seen upstairs on the production. So here we do have the women's wear, we do have a men's wear, and we do have so many accessories. So they are like different pieces of scarves and shawls, and it's very interesting because here it's almost like a little museum for me, because upstairs I see them in a very small part, and here I have all of the samples and all of the pieces that they made it from upstairs. So it's fascinating to me to see all of those textures. So this is what I really like to do in this house, to find a new texture and something very light as a scarf. And as you see, the color is really vibrant. And fashion need that, need some accessories. So all of those pieces, they are made by this, this talented person up there. They are actually very good on details. They are really pay attention and, on every single detail on the piece. So these are very, very, very successful in this shop. So women need them, and they have to have them, because this is unique and enough just to highlighting the dress. They might have a very simple dress, black dress, but once they have this on the dress, everything going to be absolutely amazing. So here we are with different pieces. We can see the skirt with the crochet. So this is like really hours and hours, and to make this skirt. So what I like is actually the skirt looks very simple shape. So it's actually very simple, but when we look at the details and the texture and the material is really absolutely stunning. So I like to have this kind of pieces, because for me this is definitely very timeless. It's simple on the shape, but very rich on texture. Once again, color. Color is the definition of the house. We do have colors, and we need colors, because that makes life so happy. So this dress is very, I would say, very 20s, the shape. And once again, we have here, the silk chiffon. We're doing our dyes, by the team. So it's a question of how to make everything soft. And once again, I like to have a very simple shape, but very elegant and timeless. So this is the kind of dress that the woman can keep it for so long, in her wardrobe. Yeah. So those colors I love them, and we need them, and they are very successful for our, client coming here, because because they also, I'm kind of sharing with them, you know, the love I have for colors, because Madagascar, where I was born, the color there is just amazing. So this is what's happened in my creations. I need colors and I need texture. That makes the brand really very powerful, and that my client really like as well. Yes. So and here, this is by the way the color, which is chartreuse. So it's green, and this for me is like it has a very modern shape, because it's, once again, it's very simple, and this small embroidery makes it like it's really made in this country. And so I wanted to have a simple dress, but I have a little also on top of the crochet who makes it like a very handmade. But we also do have a little embroidery, and this is remind me about the work that the ladies doing on their dresses for the wedding dress in Cambodia. So that is great, because it's good to see that in one piece there are so many influences. So the crochet is one part, and then the embroidery is another story. So this is very successful because it's so easy to wear. This lady just need the beautiful heels, and they are ready for a great cocktail for one evening. Today I don't have any scarf on me, but basically I just love scarves. So it's almost like a masterpiece, because this is the perfect result of the use of the silk fur. So this is very, very, very nice, because it's very light in a way and having this texture. I'm so proud to have the silk fur, because it's giving another dimension of the weaving. Everyone needs for the winter, because it's very light, so you can travel with. Actually, I was thinking that all of the ladies, when they're traveling, they need this piece, on the plane, because on the plane or on the train, and of course they can have it when they go for the opera, because it's very chic, isn't it? I just love these bags. Yeah, this one. So actually, we used to have this, and this was very successful for many years. And now I come up with this one. This is it's a silk velvet, and we doing also the crochet, and to get this bag. So they looks very. This is a real signature of the couture house. And this one, so yes, it's a signature, but it looks very trendy in a way, this one. For me, it's very important to, to be with this, this work, means to create the textile, to create the fabric, to find a way to make something more, from the traditional part and inspiration, but to bring it to somehow to the international level. Because when I do fashion shows, of course I have a fashion show to do here, but I'm also, going overseas for shows. So I want to make sure that everything that I'm creating goes very well on the runway. So our main focus in this house is to make sure that everything is really handmade, and everything has to be in that signature, because this makes RAISINA Haute Texture really well known, because of having this fabulous fabric all the time.